Episode 3.14 Prometheus, the Fire Thief, the Maker of Humankind. Before mankind learned to kindle a hearth, before the first plow ever pierced the soil, Prometheus had already glimpsed the future, a vision of humans walking upon their own feet, heads held high, no longer bowing before the gods. And for that vision, he was willing to endure the wrath of the Highest One, willing to make himself a rebel against Olympus. Heir of thought, the wisest among the Titans. Prometheus was the son of Iapetus and the sea goddess Clymene, and the younger brother of Atlas. Yet unlike Atlas, who embodied raw might, Prometheus was the incarnation of intellect, cunning, and foresight. His name means forethought, Pro-mētheus, and indeed he was unlike any Titan before him. He was also one of the rare few Titans who sided with Zeus in the Titanomachy. In form, Prometheus was no hulking giant. He was described as tall yet slender, with eyes that burned like lanterns and hands that never ceased their work, shaping clay, carving stone, or carrying a hidden bundle of fire as though guarding some profound secret. None ever saw him at rest, and none could say for certain whose side he truly served. Shaping clay, humanity born in solitude. When Gaia birthed the creatures of the earth, mankind appeared only as pale, fragile shadows, naked, trembling in the cold winds. They had no claws like beasts, no wings like birds, no scales to dive like the fishes. They only had the mind, but even that mind was dim, like a dawn without the sun. Prometheus looked upon them, and for reasons he could not name, he saw himself reflected in their bewildered eyes. And so he chose to grant them a gift that the gods had kept for themselves since the beginning of ages: fire. The sacred crime, the first fire thief. Zeus had forbidden it. Fire was the symbol of power, of light, of civilization. Humanity, in his decree, was unworthy. But Prometheus, with both compassion and the pride of a creator, stole fire from the heights of Olympus, hiding it within the hollow stalk of a dry reed, and delivered it to mortals below. That tiny flame, blazing in the darkness, was the moment mankind first seized its own destiny. From fire came warmth, cooking, metallurgy, tools, shelter, and more than all, mankind began to think, to ponder life, death, the gods, and themselves. Prometheus had not only given fire, he had given freedom of spirit. The terrible price of compassion. Zeus was enraged, not because of fire itself, but because a Titan had defied him, because a lowly race now possessed the power to cast off fear. And so Zeus condemned Prometheus with one of the most haunting punishments in Greek myth. Prometheus was chained to a cliff in the Caucasus, where the winds howled and snow never ceased. Each day, a giant eagle, sent by Zeus, tore open his chest and devoured his liver. Each night, it grew back. Each dawn, the torment began anew. An endless cycle, a body eternally destroyed, a spirit never allowed release. No one came to rescue him, no one to weep. Only Prometheus, his gaze forever fixed upon the horizon, without plea, without regret. The eternal rebel, a symbol of free thought. Prometheus was never slain, for Zeus required him alive, a living warning. Yet what Zeus did not foresee, even nailed to torment, Prometheus remained unbroken. His image became an everlasting emblem of defiance against tyranny, faith in the worth of humankind, wisdom and sacrifice for an ideal. Centuries later, philosophers, poets, and artists would recall him as a being half god, half man, the first revolutionary, the one who chose to bear fire to humanity, though it meant being consumed forever. Release and legacy. After countless ages of bondage, Prometheus was finally freed by Heracles, the son of Zeus himself. In a strange moment of mercy, Zeus allowed the pardon. Perhaps even the Lord of Thunder had come to understand, not all who believe in the future deserve to be destroyed. Prometheus withdrew from divine struggles thereafter, yet his name lived on, in knowledge, in art, in every act of rebellion for justice. He was the Titan who stole fire, and in doing so, kindled the human spirit forever.